All right, we're going to define the variable and then write an equation for the situation. Then we're going to solve it. So defining the variable means tell when we pick some number that we don't know, tell what variable we're using and what it stands for, so that we get to the end of it and we've solved for what the variable is equal to and we know what it's representing. So here's the story. Two college friends rent an apartment and they have to pay the landlord 2 months rent and a $500 security deposit when they sign the lease. The total amount that they pay the landlord is $2,800. So what's the rent for 1 month? So what we've done here is said let R for rent equal cost of rent for 1 month, because that's what they want to know. So that's when we find what R is equal to, we'll find out 1 month's rent. Okay. So how do we write the equation? Well, they paid 2 months rent. So whatever, if R is the cost of 1 month's rent, then 2R is going to be 2 months rent plus the deposit. They pay that $500 security deposit once, so you get 2R, 2 times the month of a month's worth of rent. That's equal to 2 months rent, and $500 for the deposit, and all of that equals 2,800. So the equation 2R plus 500 equals 2,800. Now we're going to solve, and we need to undo that plus 500 with a minus 500. So I still have what was originally on the left-hand side. This is written here, but then minus 500 from this side. So we have to put this, what was on this side right here, and minus 500 on that side. Minus 500, minus 500. Okay? Keeping it equal. Now, if we combine these constant terms here, plus 500 and minus 500, the whole point of that is that they cancel out, right? So we should not see that anymore and be left with just 2R. So we're left with 2R, and then, sorry about that, then this right here, 2,800 minus 500, same as, well, we're taking that 500 from the 5 from the 8, right? So we get 2,300. 2R is equal to 2,300. Hopefully you can see how that becomes that. If you don't know, write it off to the side and do the calculation. Okay? But I know that. Now, we have 2 R's. We want to have a single R, so we need to divide by the number in front of R, and that is 2. So we're going to write the original 2R equals 2,300, and then divide both of those by 2, because this will then become 2 over 2 is 1, and when we get 1R, we just call that R, and that's what we're looking for to solve that variable. Okay? So when we do that, we get R is equal to 1,150, and I'm going to box that. And I know that that's true because half, if I can do the mental math of dividing by 2, half of 1,000 is, half of 2,000 is 1,000, and half of 300 is 150, so 1,150. Okay? Now, to do our proof, we rewrite the original equation, 2R plus 500 equals 2,800. We rewrite the equation again, but wherever there was a variable, we put the parentheses and the value of the variable. So 2 times 1,150 plus 500 equals 2,800. Okay? And doing that multiplication, you can say, okay, what's 2 times 1,000? 2,000. What's 2 times 100? 200. So 2,200. And then 50 times 2 is another 100. So instead of 2,200, we've got 2,300. Plus the 500, which is already there. And what does that turn out to be? When you add it, you get 2,300 plus 500 is 2,800. And that's what we get on the other side as well. So we've done that proof, and we're done.